has not even been. Okay, sorry. Everything that I say at least has something to prove to, and has been established in the series somewhat, at least. I
Okay,
can
would you like to
guarantee
debate
you
me
that.
on cosmic armor steering?
Hmm? Oh!
Cos- cosmic armor Superman steering.
Mm, hmm.
I'm down for anything. So
I don't know. I mean, for that, if you take string theory into account, then sure, guess he is hyperversal. But if not,
when I
no.
debate, I don't use any theories unless it's Archie comics.
Oh well, if that's the case, then no, I don't see him as hyperversal. Sorry.
Mm,
I'll just die
that'll
Well,
of a
be
heart
too
attack.
easy of a topic. I'm not. I'm down to go. That'll be too easy of a topic for me. You can choose whatever you want.
I don't
97
really
years
have
later.
any. I don't really have anything I want to choose. I'll just.
If you want, we can debate a singular topic, or we could debate a topic where it's like a versus. But that's up to you.
I guess a versus or something. I don't know. That works.
Um, we do Interjack versus the Digimon verse.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. Let's go with that then.
Okay. So are you ready?
Who starts?
I've been recording since day
Actually,
one,
no, no,
so.
no, 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 no. That'll also be too easy for me.
Oh my god. 97 years
um.
later, still no topic.
Bruh. Nah, but that
Let's
cosmic armor
debate.
Yo, just
comic
do
is
that, man. Just do it. Just
No,
do it.
no,
badass
no,
Just do
no.
it.
candy.
Go, go,
Let's
go.
debate. No, no. Let's do Neo's tearing.
Neil's tearing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, I got. Okay, let's do
Uh-huh.
that then.
Oh, okay.
Who who starts?
Yo,
Wait, we
Cyrus,
need to
mute
judge.
yourself.
Shut myself.
Hmm?
You start. I need to know your point on why you have Neo at high multiversal plus.
Simple. I've stated it many.
You
I've
gotta
stated
wait.
it
Wait. You
like.
gotta wait for Trader to start recording.
I've
Okay.
already started. Yeah, he's been recording me.
Like your hairline started receiving. All right, Neo, you can go ahead.
Yo, nigga, shut the fuck up,
Okay.
bruh.
Okay. To start, the reason why I have Neo at high multiversal plus is because it just wouldn't make sense for him to not, because he scales to Yggdrasil, who scales to the homostasis, who is 5D because he controls a super dimensional space, space time. I mean, that is above space time. Now, basically, seeing how it's above space time, that have to be 5D, and the funny thing is, Interjack's supposed 5D feat is the exact same thing. So for him, so if you consider Interjack 5D, there's no way you can not consider Neo 5D, because he basically, in a sense, he basically has the same thing, because he scales from a being who controls a dimension, well, space time above a. Okay, it's a higher dimensional space time. That's a better way to put it. Um,
Oh,
And there's, okay, let's see what else. What else? Another reason why he's high multiversal plus, for my reasons at least, is because he's vastly, and I do mean vastly, above the Royal Knights and the entirety of the orbitals, basically Victory Greymon and Z Garurumon. Um, seeing how scaling from one of Yggdrasil's 76, one of the avatars that you see, who has like multiversal plus feats at least, he would have to at least be in his weakened state, he would have to be multiversal plus at least. And seeing how is at full power, he's vastly superior to that, it would have to make sense for him to be another tier above Victory Greymon and Z Garurumon, as not even beings like Yggdrasil, of the aforementioned orbitals. They couldn't even, like, they're so weaker than Neo that they couldn't even land a single hit on them, to the point where he could literally glaze at them and beat them. And Yggdrasil, it's literally stated word of God that Neo is so powerful, more powerful than him, that um Yggdrasil can't even analyze or freaking comprehend Neo. Now, just to let that wrap around your head. Um, what else?
I'm
And to
actually
further
gonna stop you
support the
right there
idea,
before you continue gish galloping. All you have to do is just state your initial point, not go into reasoning why.
wait, there's more reasons why Neo's 5D, but and another reason why
Continue
Neo's
gish gallop.
5D is, I pretty much mentioned this many times, and I know you're probably going to disagree with this, but again, he is literally shown exceeding space time and existing in a higher dimensional space, symbolized by the dimensional space with squares and shit like that. It's hard to explain, but he's basically shown existing in higher dimensional space, and seeing how he scales from the aforementioned Yggdrasil, it would further be backed up by this, which wouldn't make sense for them to not be 5D. Okay, what else? What else? What else? Oh, no, 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 no. Actually, I think that's pretty much it. Okay. Any points you got? Any
Okay,
points you
sorry.
got?
I was choosing chewing, but so is that your initial point?
I think that's pretty much everything I have. I think there's
Okay, so
probably
for
more.
one, I like to point that up as an entire gish gallop because you could have summarized that into one sentence. To be honest with you, you arguing that if it's common sense or it's commonly known, that would actually be subjective because it doesn't factually prove it. Unless you can factually argue that. Now,
What?
you did say that it's common sense that Neo being above y'all drizzle will put him at that chain.
It
Now,
would be. Oh, sorry, my bad.
now to your points, I'm gonna point out the fact that you do have Neo at high multiversal plus, but you said his weakness he could be weakest. He could be multiversal plus, which is completely illogical. Because if you're part of that dimension, you can't downgrade yourself to that showcase of tearing, especially multiversal plus. If you're in the fifth dimension, multiversal plus is infinite 4D. But that would basically just downgrade your whole argument. Also, the surpassing space time. Actually, before I go to that, Interjack's completely irrelevant to this point, so I don't know why you brought that up. Me
It's,
saying Interjack is at that tearing would be irrelevant because we're debating only Neo, not Interjack.
it's
Um,
the thing is, hold on. The thing is that wasn't used. That was really as an example. I mean, sure, you could claim that was part. It is part of my argument, indeed, but that was a basically an example. And as for the it being subjective, no, it has to be common sense because it wouldn't be consistent with the series. Neo is way above Yggdrasil, all components, even Yggdrasil's core,
all right. I'm gonna stop you right there
who
so I can
is.
finish up my argument. Once again,
Oh, all
common
right, my
sense is
bad.
subjective. It's something that will make sense to you, not everyone else. It still doesn't make it factual because it's common sense to you. It wouldn't mean that everyone else can get used to it or commonly know it.
Hmm.
The subjective. The
Oh,
surpassing space time argument, for one, okay, so let's say if you are using air jack, for example, that would be an association fallacy. The fact that it is the same feat, but it's completely different because Neo did surpass one space time continuum and not the entirety of space
that
time. The fact that Yadrisel, they didn't even surpass space time. It was literally a portal created to the future because Neo did push them back to the past. So yeah, I would like to point that out. Also, Yadrisel,
hold on. Okay. Oh, well,
is it?
aren't you gonna finish?
The Royal Knights part, I wouldn't scale Neo at all to the Royal Knights, especially because Omega Mind at one point almost did surpass God himself. So I would definitely scale Neo to the Royal Knights at all. Plus, basically, the entirety of your whole argument was just basically illogical, and some certain points are taken out of context basing off the manga.
Hold.
So that's my
Okay.
argument.
Hold. Sorry. But hold on. Okay. First off, no. Neo never did surpass only one space time. It says space. It says space time. Where was it stated that it was only one space time? Two. Future. The future is basically not okay. Sorry, but they
Uh,
never created a portal to the future. They were trying to contact Neo with the Dang it. They were trying to contact Neo in the future when he was in the higher dimensional space, which is why he was able to sense them when he pointed at the anomaly. Sec okay. Okay,
if
sorry.
you want, okay, if you want, just to make it easier for you, you can have time to gather your thoughts while I can elaborate on the point of film surpassing going space time,
Hold on. Okay,
if
just
that's what you want to do.
no, hold on a second. I'll let myself
I can get the
explain.
scans and explain. Okay. Well,
All right, go ahead, but hold on. For okay, another thing is no. The orbitals has been above the Royal Knights always. That's always been a thing. It's never been a consistency. I mean, well, it has been a consistency. Two, Alphamon or Omegamon, whatever. Actually, no, they're two different beings. Sorry. Omegamon, Omnimon, whatever you want to call him, he was never close to God ever. That wouldn't make any sense, as that would imply that he's more powerful than Yggdrasil, who is way, and I do mean way more powerful than the Royal Knights. um, Dang. well, back on that point. So that's probably so that has to be a hyperbole.
Well, I didn't use any.
Anything
I
else?
didn't use any context to say that to begin with. I was just saying that's road. That Omega Mon did become close to God, and yeah, I would say he surpassed Yadrisso, especially in dimensional tearing at least. Because I haven't Yadrisso at multiversal plus to be honest. Do you want me to elaborate on the singular space time or what?
Sure. Go ahead. Elaborate on that.
Okay, so where to start at? Actually, this is one. Yeah, okay. I'll start off with this scan. I'm
Hold on.
copying and pasting right
Need
now.
to get.
Basically,
Hold on. Let me see.
oh god.
Let's see.
Okay, basically in this scan, when Neo did use judgment or whatever onto that universe, it did say that the past is falling apart, which they did push into that separate timeline. Which okay, hold on,
Hold on.
pasting it right now.
Where's the skin? Okay. Hold on.
I'm pasting it right now. There it is.
Wait. Say that again. Sorry.
When when Neo used judgment, he did push him into a separate timeline.
That was
This
Zero
scan,
Genesis. Oh, sorry.
in this scan, it does show. Hold on, my Imgur is really tripping. In this scan, it does show
Hold
them
on.
opening a gate, which would be a portal into the future, which Yadrisso did open. Although this was a part of Yadrisso, not the actual Yadrisso itself. And there's
Hold
the
on. Okay. Are you done yet?
sure.
You done? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, first off, no, the Zero Genesis didn't push them into another timeline. It pushed them in the past. Literally pushed them in the past. Okay, what else about the portal thing? Hold on, let me get that scan for that. Cause no, like the scans prior to that, they literally said that they were going to contact Neo from the future. Nothing about the portal thing was ever elaborated on. Hold on, let me get the scan. And unless you already got the scan for it,
Okay, while you go ahead
it's
and do that, the past would be basically a separate timeline. It wouldn't be the same
it.
timeline as the present unless you think they like coexist together, which they really don't.
But the thing is, you see, Digimon's cosmology, it works very different per se. You see, okay,
Can you
okay,
explain that point to me?
okay. Let's say, oh boy, okay. How do I explain this? Let's say one day you're waking up and you go to get some cake, and you also see a bowl of cereal right there. Well, according to Digimon, both things happened, but the one like okay, both things happened at the same time, but just like um the choice okay. How do I explain it? It's hard to explain because I've been a while since I last explained. I forgot what this theory was called or something like that, but it's basically when like you have like two choices and they both do happen, but just like at different
The
points.
butterfly effect. The
Sort of like
butterfly effect.
think I don't know, but anyways, it works different. It works differently from like that. So in a way, they do coexist, but they were pushed back. He was pushed back into the past because they weren't time. It wasn't a timeline. It was literally just a universe. That's it. Because
That could be considered a timeline. I could send you a link explaining that timelines can be universes. Um, um, that analogy, I wouldn't say I don't know what to say about it. I would like to say that's completely illogical. The fact that that's upon you to choose if you want the cereal or the cake. It's not like it's bound that you're gonna eat the cake, but then you want the cereal at the same time. So I wouldn't base cosmetology off of or
it
cosmology, whatever the hell you call it, off of a cereal and cake. I wouldn't. That's like completely illogical, and I
it
never heard anything
it's
like that.
hard.
Just
It's
want to
hard
say
to
that.
explain because Digimon. The way how Digimon works is really hard to explain. It's a bit. Hold on. There was like something made about it, but anyways. What were some other points that you had? What were some other points that you made?
My initial point is they're them only passing one space time, which would be the past, because
Oh,
them teleporting or going through portals to get to the past to the future wouldn't be the entirety of time, so it wouldn't be surpassing it. Plus, if they did have the ability to surpass time, they wouldn't need an entire portal to surpass it. Be space and time would be relevant to them, so they wouldn't need time travel necessarily.
Hmm. But the thing is, they didn't time travel. They sent a beacon from the past in the future. Hold on, let me get this. Okay, hold on a second.
That's basically my point. They didn't surpass it themselves. They didn't
No,
surpass it themselves. They still needed some type of not vehicle, but they still needed a way to get there. They needed a way to get from point A to point B in a matter of time. So
yeah, point A to point B. But the thing is, the place that where Neo was, which is where we're at, was literally a higher dimensional space, as it was shown. It wasn't just one space time. It was literally higher dimensional space. It was, and that wasn't even
can you
just
send me
stated.
the
That was
scans proving that?
shown.
Can you send me the
Hold on,
scans proving that was a higher dimensional space?
but hold on. Let me just get
Is
the
that
scan.
the super dimensional space statement is really too vague because super dimensional can either mean 4D or anything above the third dimension, which is something that he perceived. So super
But
dimensional space would be too vague of a statement, and it wouldn't
but
prove that it's above the fourth dimension itself or above the entirety of time.
but the thing is, it's literally stated in the same scan to be above space time. That's the thing. But hold on,
All
let
right,
me
I'm
just
gonna
get the
need that
scans real
scan.
quick. Hold on, hold on. Let me get the scans real quick.
This nigga gets out his bed. Get the scan. Trey, I will roast you right now.
Yo, my boy Neo only takes W's, bro.
That's retarded. Neo, are you back? Oh
No,
my
what
fucking
I don't
god.
understand is why he said like
No. Don't point it out. Don't point it out. I got it. Oh my. Oh, Trey, just text me because I'm pretty sure we're looking at the same thing. Oh, oh no. Oh no.
Oh boy, this debate is kind of
This
worse than I
is
thought it was gonna be.
yeah. It's. Mm-mm. But see, I mean, this is way better than the beating Trey, so I'm not gonna lie.
You ain't that fucking slick.
yo, this nigga just throwing shade at me time after time, yo. Nigga,
Shut up,
square up,
Brits.
man.
Shut up, Brits.
Square up, bro, square up.
Before I smack you, you know what?
Okay, I'm
Okay,
back.
okay,
I'm back.
okay.
Sorry, I had to
He's
get
back.
to my
Mute
computer.
yourself.
I'ma
Mute yourself.
drop you,
Yeah,
nigga.
Sorry. I
Neo, you went to your computer, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to go to my computer. That's why I disappeared for a brief moment.
Yeah, I know. All right,
Wasn't
everyone
brief.
mute themselves. It was a brief.
Fingerprint, you
Okay,
were
you're
gone for like 10 minutes, man. You can't say shit.
Ryan. Mute yourself, or you'll be kicked out the chat.
I'm Seth the programmer here.
Ryan.
Everybody said
Oh my fucking god!
Ryan, shut up,
Just
man. That's
leave,
insult,
leave.
bro.
Shut up.
the correct your Seth.
Oh my fucking.
You stopped. Go.
Okay. No, I'm just looking. Ryan, the programmer. I'm just looking at the scans, just making sure I got my facts right. Okay. So actually, if you try not to interrupt me, I'm gonna start with the second scan, which is Neo standing in the space. So if we look at the context, it says impossible for the others to be able to surpass space and time and connect to the future. The fact is that they're going to the future. They're still basically time traveling, so they are going through time to get to the future. Once again,
They're
they're not
oh,
surpassing. I'm not done. They're not surpassing the entirety of time. Now let's go to your first scan.
okay.
The context you're using, it says, if this case, this means this world has surpassed space and time that we live in. Well, now, like I said, this context, it says this world, not just that. If you look in the checks under that, wait, how is the data able to remain stable here? They're referring to one thing, not the entirety of it. So, as I was saying, it was surpassing one space time, not the entirety of time.
Oh,
If it was the entirety of time, they wouldn't be referring to just one location.
okay. Hold
Which
on.
also, okay.
Never mind. Never
Oh
mind.
yeah, actually that goes back to my scan of them going to the future with Yggdrasil's power, which surpassing Neo says they're surpassing space and time, connecting to the future, which is still time, which is like a forward moment of time or a later event in time.
Oh,
Nothing suggests that they're above the entirety of time. Surpassing one space time wouldn't mean that you're above all space times. With that type of logic, anyone who is multi universal would be
oh,
5D. That's
okay.
my. I'm done. That's it. Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
first off, the future refers to Neo's universe as he refers to when he creates his universe, the future, not in so when they talk about future, not in the literal sense, literally Neo's universe that he was trying to create in the first place. And besides, you do realize that the term future that they use in Digimon is not the one that you're thinking of, like what's going to happen next. The term future is like, okay, what they kind of mean is like, evolution is like that. Well, sort of. It's sort of hard to explain, but but basically, the term future has more than one meaning and stuff, and the term that they're using is much different than the one that you think. And back to the second, okay, back to the first. Yeah, it was the first scan that I posted. But what they mean by this world, they mean that literally the super dimensional space, not one space time, literally the super dimensional space that is literally a realm above space time, like it said.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna need actual proof of the super dimensional space being above space time.
it's literally
The
stated.
entirety of space time. Being above one space time doesn't mean nothing because you're still bound to time. You're not above the
Hold
formation
on,
infinite.
hold on. No, 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 no.
Okay,
Hold.
time to get the wiki out.
It never. It's never even mentioned that it says one space time. Because for one, the term. Okay,
Okay.
hold on.
Okay.
I
While
swear.
you gather your thoughts, I did point out that it is used references as a single location, as they have said here, or this world, which mean one, not the entirety of it. And um, before they time traveled, in this game, they do say something about our space, our space time, or their space time, their original space time, which it is still one formation or just a single location. It's still not all of time. It's still not above infinite universes of time. It's still time. They're
You see the.
surpassing one space time. So there's nothing. Also, to your future thing, can you explain to me how? Because basically, from what I've seen in your arguments, you're basically saying within Digimon, it doesn't mean this, it doesn't mean that. Although in certain
Yeah,
one
that
can know in context clues that context is context. So you can't say certain context. I'll get it if you say worlds are reference to universes, but that's completely different. As you're saying, the future means something different. Can you elaborate
it
on that?
it because it does. That's literally how Digimon Next was written. The future literally
That's not an
refers.
actual rebuttal. Saying because it does doesn't factually prove it. I need you to actually explain how does future in Digimon mean something different in future in the actual dictionary.
I literally just explained because I just literally just explained the term future that they're
You
literally
said because it
using.
does.
The term of future that they're literally using is not in the term of what and not in the term of what's going to happen next or what's
A
happening. I
future
don't know.
event,
Uh,
something
no,
that later on happens in the event. Yes, that's what else would it
no,
mean then?
no. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Let me just get back to this
Yeah.
game.
Also, I'm gonna point that out as a logical fallacy because there's not really a concrete conclusion to why future would mean something different in Digimon than it would in the actual context of the dictionary. I'm
Actually,
gonna just
no.
point that out as a
Hold
logical
on. Okay.
fallacy.
Hold on. Let me get to my. I
Okay,
swear.
just going back to his computer. Did you leave again? This nigga got up. Did you
Man, bring your girl here. Bring her here. Yeah.
bring
And
who
she'll
here?
feel.
Bring
Bring
who?
your
What?
girl here, nigga.
Shit, we could tag team her and shit.
Duh. No, fam. We're tag
Nah,
teaming
nah,
you. We're
nah, nah,
tag
nah,
teaming
nah.
you, nigga. We're tag teaming you.
What the hell? No, that's a L Trey.
I'm at the
That's worse
ass.
than saying
I'm gonna
that.
eat your
That's worse
ass,
than
nigga.
saying. Yo, Trey. That's worse than saying choose the cosmetology of one universe. So
I'm gonna eat your ass, nigga.
hold on. What you said? I dropped my earphones.
I'm gonna eat your ass.
Bro, you're fucking gay. I don't know why you sitting here telling me this.
Oh my god, man.
Spell fallacious. Neo, are you
Splash.
done
I
running back
know.
upstairs?
Okay. So
All right.
are we?
So,
So
would you like me to refute that?
sure, why not?
Okay, so actually, I would like to ask one thing. Off of your first link, can you point out the context of how the term future does mean the prospect of happiness? Can you like point that out?
Okay, hold
Is
on.
it in the is it in the first panel where it says this is the future we desired?
Yeah, in the terms of happiness in terms of what they want,
Okay,
happiness. In the second scan, actually, in the
so
second. and the second scan further backs this up and stuff. And when they said like something like about brighter future, yeah.
That's basically something that they won't. That doesn't mean that the future is basically distinct on their happiness. And it also says we desire it, so it's not the actual future because it's not the future that's created. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist. Also, into context, the future that we desired is what they want. It's they want to be happy within the future though. So no, in this context, future would not mean happiness. That's like me saying. Also, you're still like going against the dictionary itself. You're literally saying every time I say future, I mean nah, I'm happy. Hey guys, I'm future. How are you? I'm pretty
You
future
do
today. Like it makes no literal sense.
you do realize that even in a dictionary, that's actually a definition for future. So there's where you're wrong again. Actually,
Okay, so let's look up the definition of future.
all right, go ahead, go ahead.
Eh,
I'll wait. Actually, I can even screenshot
you
it.
don't have to wait. I'm using Google. I have actual data, not my neighbor's Wi-Fi like you. Okay, future. The time or period of time following the moment or speaking or writing time regarded as still to come.
Hold on.
Definition two, short for future contracts. The objective at later time, going or likely will happen to exist. The future needs generations. Did this nigga leave again? Neo. Oh my god. This nigga got out of bed again. What the fuck? Oh.
Yo, I'm gonna have to wrap up here, bro. Like this nigga keeps
Okay,
going.
okay. In conclusion, this was dumb as shit. Uh, Neil basically had repetitive arguments that really didn't even logically add up. I'd like to point out a non sequitur fallacy due to the fact that he uses the argument as future, which he did say in the beginning of the video that would be referred as a timeline, but then later on saying that as a different context and definition. That would equate to a logical fallacy too, because he's basically trying to define the dictionary, which he's going against it, which is basically the literal definition of the context. So I don't know why the fuck he's doing that. The enormous Gitch gallop he had in his beginning argument, he could have summarized into one sentence, basically saying Neo surpassed Jack Driscoll, this and that. It was just a huge ass Gitch gallop. Mm, the feat he established is
Okay,
mainly
I'm
taken out
back.
of
Sorry,
context.
Oh,
You
Neo,
sorry.
got you got
chill,
to give a
bro. Chill.
conclusion. You got to give a
Chill.
conclusion.
Okay, so back. What were you saying again? Sorry.
You got to give
No,
a
you have to do
conclusion
your
because Trey
conclusion.
got to wrap
Conclusion.
up the
What is
video,
it?
and you got to wrap it your hell on.
Yo, basically, he wants you to conclude what like happened here. So basically, conclude the events.
Basically, what's wrong
Hold
with
on.
the debate and all this and that.
Hold on. Okay, first off, let me take a screenshot of another definition of future, and the one that I'm using does indeed follow in
Yo,
the
nigga,
idea of future, and does
nigga,
Nigga,
stop.
we need a conclusion.
Conclusion.
He has to end the
Oh,
video.
Bruh, conclusion does not
Just
eat
like you need
what?
a barber, he needs a conclusion.
a
Bruh,
conclusion.
roast you later, bruh.
Well,
Hold on.
whoa. What do you want?
Just go.
The conclusion. So I conclude like your thoughts on this debate.
My thoughts on this? I don't know. Okay.
All right, Trey, that's it. Just wrap it up.
I don't fucking know. I don't usually like record debates. This is my first time.
just say what you
Ew.
usually say when you type something up in the conclusion of your debate. Just say what you
Yeah,
usually say.
just say that.
Apparently,
Exactly.
you're such a great debater. I don't know why it's a problem for you.
Rip.
That's
Fuck you. But okay.
I'm
Um. But
answer
anyways, I
guys.
don't know. To be honest, my personal opinions, I really do think he's high. I
Personal
mean,
would not matter. It is completely subjective. It's nothing factual to the debate. So can you
nears all the
please give
shit
a
that you said.
conclusion
But
and
all
wrap it
right.
up? Oh God, autist.
Well, okay. The point. Okay. The point is. God. Okay. I don't know how to fucking wrap up a video. I don't know how. Sweet Jesus.
Just say, hey
Okay.
guys, this scarce, and he could just cut it right there.
Hey, it's SuperBearNeo. Sup?
Okay.
Oh,
Trey, just cut it.
Boy,
I
stop.
mean, oh,
Yo,
Trey, it's
basically,
your
you
video.
have to
You do
say
whatever
is
the
this,
fuck you
yeah.
want.
My thoughts in this debate is that
Oh,
Finger
okay.
didn't do this, Finger didn't do that, Finger didn't do this.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, my opinions on this is I
This
really feel like
nigga.
okay. My thoughts on this. I swear, fuck. Okay, my thoughts on this is I feel that Finger took a lot of shit out of context and outright spread misconception about some of the series a bit. That's my thoughts on this, and that's pretty much all. I don't care what anybody says. That's my thoughts.
Okay, so I thank you, plebs, for watching this video, and that's it. Basically, this is
Subscribe to
for.
my YouTube channel.
Oh yeah,
hold on.
subscribe.
Hold on.